Hello friends, this is Sanyukta again. In the last session, that is part 1, we already learned how to draw the pattern Huggins, right? We learned the technique of landing and takeoff, and also the technique of alternate and mirroring, right? To draw the pattern Huggins. In today's session, that is part 2 of Huggins, we will be drawing a tile, right? And in this tile we'll be drawing the pattern Huggins and probably add 1 or 2 patterns if required in order to embellish or enhance the look of our Huggins, right? So I'm starting right away. If you can see here, I have drawn a rough grid with the help of my pencil. You can easily do away with this step. If you wish, you can directly draw the orbs, right? So I have drawn a pencil grid just for the sake of reference. It is not required as such. So I have drawn this series of orbs in the form of 4 corners of a square, and then I'm going to be joining these orbs using the takeoff and landing technique, right, using the C stroke. So once I have drawn one down the column, as we discussed, I will be alternating the C stroke, right? So this is a open parenthesis, then close parenthesis, then again an open parenthesis, right? Again, if we see this column, consider this column, this is a close parenthesis, so again an open parenthesis, again a close parenthesis. I will be mirroring this side, right? So a close parenthesis. Again, you can alternate it, or you can consider it to be a mirror image of the stroke opposite to it, right? So following the same principles, alternating and connecting the orbs using the C stroke, right? So again a close parenthesis, a mirror image would be an open parenthesis, again a close parenthesis, again mirror image will be an open parenthesis, a close parenthesis, an open, so this is the pattern Huggins, right? Simply. Now let us add an aura to the side which is a little longer. All our Huggins have 4 sides here, right? So I am going to aura the longer side, right? So adding an aura inside the side which is longer, right, like this. Just keep rotating your tile so that your hand is in a comfortable position always. No need to move your hand much, just keep moving the tile. So I am adding an aura inside the sides which are longer, right? Just take your time, don't be in a hurry. The process is all that matters in Zentangle. Believe me, the end result is always beautiful. Yes, so I have auraed the inside, right? Now let us embellish or enhance the look of our Huggins using Huggins as a string, or you may call it a reticula, and I am going to be adding some crescent moons inside my Huggins, right? So let us add some moons, and then I am going to aura it, right, like this. So again, both the shorter sides which we have not auraed, I'm going to add moons. Like this, right? So I'm going to be doing this exercise inside all my Huggins, right? Adding crescent moon to the shorter side. Like this, right? So I am on the last section now, adding these crescent moon shapes to the inside of each Huggins on the side which is a little smaller than the other side, right? Just adding auras to my moon, and the last one, right? Adding auras, right? So we are done with adding crescent moons. So just going to re-emphasize these orbs, restate it just to increase its prominence, right? Filling it in a little bit, not completely. Just restating the orbs once again, retracing it and filling it a little, all of them. Right? So our Huggins, now we are going to be shading our Huggins, right? So I'm going to pick up my pencil and add some shade to the moons and also on the sides, right here inside. Right, so I'm going to be adding graphite, basically inside the Huggins, all the four sides. Right, so adding on the sides as well as to the crescent moons. If you wish, you can shade it differently also. Generally these books sections are shaded because they give the effect of going under, right? So we'll draw one or two more tiles and see how different shading give different look to your Huggins, right? In this style I thought this will look nice, so I am adding some graphite on all the four sides of my Huggins. Generally it is added to the side which looks like going under, which is the smaller side, right? So now that we have added graphite on all the four sides of all the Huggins, let us start to blend it. I'm going to blend my moons first and then leave a highlight in the center, right, like this. Just make sure that you don't blend it too much. We need a highlight in the center to give the effect of a shimmer or shine on the Huggins, right? So blending with the light hand, pulling the graphite towards the center but not covering the entire center, right? So you can see how crescent moon is adding to the look of Huggins. A simple pattern added to another pattern, creating a tangleation of Huggins with the help of crescent moon, using Huggins as a string, or you can say Huggins as a reticula and crescent moon acts as a fragment here, right? So doing the same exercise in all my Huggins, all the sections. Blending the graphite, bringing it towards the center but not covering the entire center, leaving a highlight in between, right? So that's the Tangle Huggins, right? If you wish, you can use your white charcoal to add a little highlight on your crescent moon. It's entirely up to you, because the highlight is already there because you have not shaded the entire crescent moon. You have left a gap in the center, but you can re-emphasize it using your white charcoal and add a little white charcoal to your crescent moon. In the center where you have not added graphite, you can use white charcoal to highlight, right? But entirely optional because the highlight is already there. White charcoal is just to re-emphasize it, right? So that's the Tangle pattern, Huggins. Just doing away with the excess charcoal. Right? So I'm now going to initial my tile. I am leaving it here. If you wish, you can fill up the rest of the space with some other tangle also, right? But I choose to keep the tile like this only. So I have initial my tile. Let's sign and date it. Right? So I'll see you again in part 3 of Huggins, where we'll play around with Huggins, let it go crazy. We'll see Huggins with not just 4 sides but 5 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides, right? So we'll have some more fun with Huggins in the next session. Till then, have a good time, stay safe. Don't forget to appreciate your tile, such a beautiful artwork that you have created, right? So goodbye.